everyone, hope you're going well. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the series called the Land Girl Diaries, where together we learn to garden and to grow our own veggie patch. So we're in the new month of March, and which means a whole new season as well. We're in autumn now, which means it should start to get cooler, an ideal time and temperature for things like cabbage, broccoli, lettuce to be planted. Now last time in February you watched me put some seeds in of some eggplants, and all I can say is they're currently at this stage, so you're not alone in your gardening adventures and trial and error failures, etc. I was hoping that these would have grown a bit bigger by now after 4 weeks. I think they may need a bit of fertilizer, so again I'm still learning, and I'm also doing a grow along with these, and they said within this 2 weeks they should be about that size, and then slowly onwards they'll be ready to harvest in 4 to maybe it was 6 to 8 weeks, I think. So they're very, very tiny. I hope they're not weeds, let's put it that way. Not all the seeds have germinated, so that's something that I'm learning to understand what's best when prepping the soil and stuff, because your soil is your base and is what's going to be the success of your plants. So that's something I'm still learning, to find the right combination, whether it's more compost or fertilizer on top, those sort of things. So we're in the month of March, and I'm going to attempt to grow some lettuce from seedlings this time, and I'm going to put them into smaller pots so I can keep an eye on them, really, because I find when I put them in this big box I kind of forget about them, and/or I feel like they're just drowning in this big massive space and they're not ready to go in here yet. So I'm going to try to attempt that and tailor my style to be more like smaller and then transfer them once they're larger. That way I can care and tend for them a bit more as I'm still learning in my growing journey. Also at the moment I got a good bargain of some chai for $1 at Bunnings, so I can't go wrong with that. So I'm going to attempt to grow some of this as well, and let's get into it. So here is what is good for the month of March. So in the month of March we're looking at sowing winter and spring vegetables. So these include your Asian greens, carrot, beetroot, broccoli, spinach, silver beet and more. You can also start to plant your annual spring flowers such as Elysium, did I say it? Cornflower, daisies, forget-me-nots, those sort of flowers. They are great to go in this time of year. And in regards to March maintenance, lawn grubs will start to become abundant, so make sure you spray lawn with the required grub killer and get on top of that if you're noticing brown patches in your grass. And also just sowing in bulbs if you're interested, and cacti, you may have the opportunity to separate and detach parent plants with cacti. So, confession time, I'm an agricultural scientist who can't garden and grow veggies, but I'm turning that around by trial and error and trying my hardest. So these eggplants didn't sprout or didn't grow as much as I would have liked by now, but that's okay, I'll give some fertilizer and just see how they go. I'm also growing some sweet potato with a side of toads. Yes, I'm so nice to the wildlife. I'm basically fostered and breeding toads in my sweet potato, so I really do need to fix that up because that is not good. And then I've also got some carrots growing nicely in a pot, thriving on neglect. And I've also growing some onions as well that are thriving on neglect. So not too bad, I'm trying my hardest. So I just wanted to quickly touch on what happens if your seeds don't germinate. What is causing that? So with seeds, if you push them too far down in the soil, they don't get enough sunlight for them to actually start sprouting. So that could be one of the reasons why they don't germinate and you don't get anything out of them. The second one is with all this crazy weather, from rain 1 minute to really hot days to cold to hot again, really weird weather patterns have caused some plants to be like, what are you doing to me? I'm now drowning of too much water. So that could be one of the reasons as well. And the other one, as like I said before, could be the soil, your mixture of soil that you've got there. Maybe you need to add some more compost or a bit more fertilizer, that sort of combination, not enough for them to get those required nutrients to grow. So that's some of the, perhaps the reasoning behind some of your seeds not germinating. And the next point is, what's better, seeds or seedlings? So I suppose it depends on, I don't know, maybe I think it comes down to your preference. So with seedlings, they're obviously ready to go, they're They can come in this size or a bit larger, so they're ready to go for you to transplant them straight into your garden beds. Now, seeds, they take a bit more time and care required, and also longer to grow as well. So it really depends on your preference, and if you're doing large scale plantings, obviously seeds are going to be more practical and cost efficient. So that's just some things to weigh up. Things like lettuce, I figure, well, they're all ready to go. They're going to help me. I'm only doing a small amount, so they should be okay, and I'm happy with that price analysis. Well, that's it from me. I hope you learnt something new, and I'll see you next month. Happy gardening. Bye.